Dude, I think that the next time they patch this game, it'll be fully unplayable for me. Every time they patch it, the game runs worse and worse. And today, I keep encountering multiple game-breaking bugs. I just... Holy crap, dude. I'm pretty sure next time they patch the game, it won't even start for me. This is starting to get to the point where it's like Bethesda's level of broken. Not Fallout 76, obviously. That's one of the worst AAA games ever made as far as bugginess goes. I had to shut the stream down. Like, I don't know if you heard it when I shut down the stream, but there just started to, like, there was just this sound that I thought was coming from my computer. And like, I was like, I'm not even gonna ever play this damn game again. Because I thought it was like breaking my computer at that point when it crashed. But no, well, what happened was it crashed in the middle of vibrating the controller. And then it stopped. And when I put down the controller and I like Control F deleted and tried some other things, the controller just randomly started vibrating again. And I thought it was coming from inside my PC.
Broadens the mind.
So I thought that the game had just broken my computer. Instead, it was just a normal crash. What? How are they immune to spells sometimes? You notice that? I think I just canceled an animation and then continued it. I don't know how I did it, but I'm pretty sure I canceled an animation and then skipped that attack and went straight to the higher damaging attack. So many of my attacks are missing. It's hitting the ground. And then see, that one just bounced off his head as if it wasn't. Like, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, he's glitched out. He won't move. Let's see if the game crashes again when I get to nearly 200. I think it might have something to do with the amount of those circles that were on the ground, the blue balls things. He's free now. I freed him. I wonder if these guys were created just to be able to do what I'm doing. They take so little damage that you can get a huge combo on them. Trying to work my way over towards another frog. He won't come closer. I can't hit him now, and the combo's over. Glitchy game. It glitched out for too long.
Revelio.
Yeah, dude, I thought it broke my computer. Or at the very least was trying to break my computer. Like, I thought it was like grinding my fans or something. Like the game, because it was my computer. I have at all times while I'm streaming, I have all of my information on my computer: the heat, the load, the how fast the fans are clocked, and everything. I know everything about how my computer is going on at all times while I'm streaming. And
Revelio.
so my computer, the game, like, it wasn't hot. So I was like, I don't understand. I thought it was just randomly grinding my damn thing for no reason. I think it just crashed again almost. Like, that hitch happens every now and then, but that was the first time the hitch crashed the game. Maybe, no, I've had that hitch happen while I was in combat before. So yeah, I don't know why that happened. I hope it doesn't happen anymore. Hey Xboxer, how's it going, man? My third stream of this game today. Something keeps going wrong with it, like, constantly. I think. Every single time they patch it, they make the game run worse than the last time. The most recent patch did this. You weren't here for this, were you, Xboxer? Check this out. When I look at this, it looks normal sometimes. I wonder what's blocking it. Something's blocking it, I think. It's all the animals trying to use it, maybe? Let's build a second one. Oh, you're only allowed to have one, huh? There he goes. The animals aren't blocking it anymore. Doesn't the game look beautiful? So majestic. I wish they'd stop patching the game.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
You do have something to identify. This game's bugs. Alright. Holy crap, why do I have 30 gloves? No one needs 6 million gloves, but for some reason I have them. Well, it finally happened. It took to a level 31 item to finally have an item that has more defense than my level 26 legendary hat. For some reason that hat is I've had that hat for a long time. I do not understand why. I prefer the ability that's on my hat, so I'm just going to keep it. Only 3 extra defense. Eek. Why are you not giving me the next quest? All the websites say that you should have given me the next quest a long time ago. You're very annoying, Deke. I have pets that I need to release, but I don't have the space because you're not giving me the quest like you're supposed to. Yet another bug of the game, most likely. Alright. Let's do a main quest. Wish there was a place in the school, like maybe near the front of the school, where you could sell items. Another quest that has never updated for me, even though it was supposed to, is the Quidditch thing. After I finished one more quest, it was supposed to trigger and give me a faster broom, but I've been stuck on level 1 broom for forever.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Like it's not updating the game.
I question anyone teaching defense against the dark arts.
Like this game is
You're
running
back.
so poorly.
Nice to see you again.
I need to sell all button. I'm gonna be as rich as Harry Potter soon. All this money and nothing to spend it on.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
At least the game runs. The game autosaves enough to where even that crash wasn't that bad. It was bad enough where I raged, dude. I thought it was breaking my computer, dude. Like I emergency shut down the game, I shut down the stream, I shut down everything. Like I'm surprised you didn't hear the sound. What it was is when I set down the controller so that I could start fiddling with the keyboard, and I set it down near my computer, and so when it started randomly vibrating, it didn't just vibrate at all. It would just like, and then it would stop. That's what I heard. And I was like, what the? And even when the game, when I opened up my computer, the way I figured it out was I turned off the game, and it had stopped. And so then I opened up my computer and was like looking at it and trying to smell if I smelled any smoke and things like that. And then it did it again. And I was like, wait a second, that didn't sound like it came from inside of it. But it took like 2 times. Like I had to sit there and wait and then listen very carefully, and then like another couple of minutes later it did it again.
Levioso. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
So I don't know what was causing it.
Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
But even when the game was shut down, it was still randomly vibrating the controller. It wasn't constantly doing it. It would just do it for like a couple of seconds. It would just do it for a couple of seconds. And then it would not do it for a minute or 2. And then it would do it for a couple of seconds again. I've never seen a bug like that in my life. The closest I've ever seen was a game that glitched out and made it so the controller would never stop vibrating until I turned the controller off. I've seen that. But I've never seen one that made it so the controller would just randomly vibrate. Even when the controller was off, even when the game was off, it would be not vibrating, and then all of a sudden it would start vibrating.
Incendio. Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Ignite shooter. Spiders don't like fire. Oh hey, another night sky thingy. Let's do that.
Up for a bit of dying, are we? Enjoy suffering, do you?
Who is he fighting? It's a gecko. Geico gecko. Slam a leaping loyalist in the ground.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Descendo.
You won't get this the student from the town.
Why won't this guy die? Okay.
Dead.
Hey! Don't do things.
Descendo. Levioso. Accio. Descendo.
I won't rest.
There he is.
Dead. Levioso. Missed me. Descendo.
Why are you in the way, buddy?
Descendo.
No!
There's the commander.
I will make you
Confringo.
Commander, stop getting in the way.
Incendio.
You know what? I'm just deleting him. All right, it's just me and you, Mr. Commander. You know what you need to do. Do it. Do it, you coward. You fool!
Descendo.
You were supposed to ignore my bluff.
You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio.
Destruction 1. This is awfully far away. I wonder if it's random which ones I get. I figured they would be like in specific locations. I just got Destructo 1 in a camp really far away. Oh, they wanted me to jump on that one. But they wanted me to go around. That's the point of the thing.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
We need to take a break from this game. I need to give them time to do a patch that actually fixes the game instead of patches that break the game. What the hell? There was a ladder there? Hey, they added jumping and grabbing ladders. Some game devs don't do that for some reason. Like you jump up against a ladder, rub up on it, fall down, and then climb from the bottom. I'm like, why?
Revelio. High wing, go! Faster, high wing!
Why can't I use... That was weird. I had to stop to use Leviosa. Not Leviosa, but 3 cheese ravioli, my bad. Yeah, I can't use 3 cheese...
No need to race now, my friend.
I have to slow down to use 3 cheese ravioli with high wing. High wing. It's weird. Don't have to do that while flying. I don't think so.
Run! I'm sure it'll be harder to kill a moon calf.
Supposed to defeat you with ancient magic. So I need
Thought
you
we'd
to
forget
like
about
drop
that goblin
stuff.
helm you nicked. You're a slippery little shrike, aren't you?
Am I?
You're that hippogriff thief.
I just need you to give me a little bit more ancient magic, please.
Precious little guardian. Think you're clever? You must have sap.
Oh, why'd you die? I just got enough to kill you. Jerk.
Revelio.
You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what happens
Launch
when you
a
don't
burning
listen.
enemy into another
One
enemy.
less human to
Hold on.
worry about.
Incendio. Repulsor.
Oh, that didn't look fun. Come closer, please.
Incendio.
All right, levitate.
Repulsor.
There we go. Hey, I did what you asked to do, game.
I won't rest.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways.
Backwards game not working half the time. Go butterflies, go. I said go butterflies, go. Hurry up. And now. So the butterflies do give you cosmetics every time, it seems.
High wing, go! Faster, high wing! Slow down now. There we go.
Hello.
Over here.
Levioso!
Stop it. Why am I leaping? Why are there are a lot of commanders now?
Levioso! Descendo! Accio! Depolo! Levioso! Confrindo! Defendo!
I was trying to defendo him. Don't be a bully.
I will make you.
Alright, delete this guy. Delete us!
I won't rest until
Okay.
you're dead.
I need to insta-kill you. Hurry up and do the thing. I'm standing next to you. How did you think you were gonna hit me with that? Did you just throw some random dagger at me? Look, I walked slowly out of your attack. I feel like you should try to use melee. This doesn't seem to be working. I think you should rethink your thing.
Truly.
Stop doing that. Look, he's moving while stunned. I glitched him. Look at him. He's still drifting to the left. Oh, he stopped finally. He does not do the attack. I'm behind you.
Try.
He finally did it. I wonder if he'll do it again. Like if I touch him, it looks like if I touch him, he does it. Don't back away from me. I'm trying to establish dominance. He's like, hey. Is he gonna hurt himself? No, okay.
Levioso!
You're good, but I'm better.
He needs to be more aggressive. I understand the enemies being a little less aggressive when there's a ton of them. That way they kind of take turns. A lot of video games do that. But I feel like even when there's only one left, they're playing too passively. It's like they're waiting their turn, and it's like, oh, it's my turn. It's like, yeah, you're the only one here. It's been your turn for a long time. Do something. I'd like them to change the combat in that way. Unbeatable Quidditch gloves. I don't know about all that. I don't think a pair of gloves are going to make you unbeatable. I wonder where this enemy is, by the way. If you look at the mini-map, it says there's an enemy directly in front of me. I don't see it. I don't see it above me, and I don't see it below me. Wait! It's way below me! What the hell? Am I on top of a giant mountain? Oh yeah, there must be a cave. I am on top of a giant mountain. Look at this. It goes way down. It must be a really deep cave. Uh-oh. It's never let me put him away while I'm midair before.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Hello there.
Confringo!
Hey! Calm the hell down.
Stupefy!
This is mine now. So how you doing?
Protego! Incendio! Confringo!
He just stood. He just stared at me.
Revelio.
Spanish-speaking commercials from my streams. Weird. Maybe it thinks I'm Spanish. I do a little Spanish in some of my things sometimes, but it's like I'm not native in that or anything. But I've had like I played Pokemon. One of the versions of Pokemon I played was in Spanish, and I played that for a bit.
A Merlin trial when I see one.
Yeah, I thought the game was breaking my computer, Sax. So when the game had crashed, I was mad and I put down the controller in disgust as I tried to like Control Alt Delete and do stuff. And the game had crashed while the controller was vibrating, and then it stopped vibrating. But then all of a sudden I heard like a and I thought it was like coming from my computer. And so like I was like super mad, and I shut down the stream and I shut down the game real fast, and I like opened up my computer and I was trying to find out where the sound was coming from, and then it did it again. And I had realized after a couple times that it was actually the controller. Apparently I set down the controller, and even though the game was turned off, it still every minute or two would just vibrate. And it vibrated hard and loud. It was very loud. I thought the game had crashed so hard that it was grinding something in my computer. I was extremely mad.
Incendio! Confringo! That's that. Settled.
Because that has happened. There have been games that have broken people's graphics cards or power supply and things like that. No, I can't afford a PS5, Sax. I have an old PC that I'm using that's just barely strong enough to run the game on high settings.
Revelio.
I got this back when I still had money. Oh yeah, this game was meant to be played on a controller. You can tell. The UI, everything, the way it's designed is meant to be a controller. Like even like if I switch to a keyboard, here, let me turn off the camera. So if I switch to using the keyboard and mouse, see the cursors on the bottom, it turns into 1, 2, 3, 4 instead. And then I have to hit R and T
Revelio.
to do these things. And then I still have to like I think yeah, I scroll the mouse wheel in order to select which spells I'm using, which set of 4. This is so bad for like the way this is bound is really bad for this UI is just terrible for a PC. It does not need to be like this. You could have way more spells bound than that. But they're doing it in groups of 4 because it was designed around the UI of a controller first. But one thing I do like about this game's UI is that they weren't so lazy as to make it so it doesn't run well with a controller when on PC. Some games are meant to be played with controllers the way they were designed, but then when they port them to PC, like you can't use a controller with it and make it work well. Like it just doesn't want to work. Like it won't register your controller. It'll be like, oh, we only detect an Xbox 360 controller or something like that, right? This knows that I'm using a PS4 controller, even though I'm using on PC, which most games are too lazy to do that. See, it tells me I'm using a PS4 controller, which is very rare. Normally you need to do things in order to make it understand I'm using a PS4 controller. And on top of that, one thing that this game does when it comes to UI that a lot of games also don't do is that, as you can see, the UI right now is set up for controller. If you look at the bottom right, you can see that's the R2 button, right? Well, if I stop using the controller and I press W, it instantly switches to the mouse and keyboard UI. That is like really rare for video games nowadays because they're just too lazy to bother programming that in.
Revelio.
Indeed, bonus points for that. Like, I consider that kind of stuff like the bare minimum when it comes to UI, but most game developers don't bother doing it. It's very frustrating. Hey, you want to see what the world looks like without fog again temporarily? We have to beat up this troll first. Hello, troll. A river troll. I need to hit you with your own boulder, so... I need you to throw a boulder at me. Stop doing that. I'm warning you, don't do that anymore. I told you not to do it! I need you to throw a boulder at me, please. Thank you. Now, I throw it back. We're playing catch!
Arresto momentum. Glacier.
Catch! He likes playing catch.
Defender.
What did I say about that? Oops, that's not working right now. Oops, I actually pressed the wrong button.
Defender. Confringo.
Oops, that did not do what I wanted it to do. I get mixed up on the controllers all the time. Because I meant to switch to a different type of spell, but instead I screwed up and did the wrong thing.
Potato. Confringo. Incendio.
Alright. Last chance. Don't do it.
Glaciers. Flipendo. Should think they felt that in London.
Thanks for the boogers. What is this? I thought it said there was a cave here. I don't see any cave. Are you sure there's a cave here, game? It considers this a cave? That maybe isn't the cave symbol. Maybe that's a troll symbol? Maybe this like overhang, the way this is set up, means it's a troll or something? Yeah, I don't know. I was looking forward. I was going to go into the cave and then look out at the world without fog temporarily. But oh well.
Revelio.
I see you. This one doesn't realize that I see it yet. Figured it out. Can I break those? Those are some wiggly rocks. Are they alive? Bro. Look how wiggly these rocks are.
Accio. Depulso.
I feel like they're gonna come out like it's gonna be the arm of a monster and it's gonna come out of the ground and try to grab me or something. Yeah, I turned it off to show the UI, but I forgot to turn it back on. All right.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Yeah, that's some wiggly rocks, my man. Stack a rock on top. I don't have any rocks. Hello, puffkins.
Revelio.
There's a lot of these here puffkins. I found you. This isn't a real cave because it keeps the fog. Will these not fall over either? Oh, they don't wiggle at least. I have like a ton of money. And nothing to spin it on. It doesn't seem, there it is, 15,000. Character was poor. Oh, look at you. Damn, I got that at the very last second.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Like, I was basically almost touching the ground.
So nice of you to stop by.
Yeah, I've never deleted any of my clothing, so that might be why I don't have money issues.
Accio. Levioso. Depulso.
This guy's like tanking for his friend.
Potato. Stupefy.
You're like, no!
Stupefy. Levioso. Accio. Descendo. You've one less follower, Ranrock.
What's that over there?
Revelio.
What? Is it trying to point me to that? What's that over there? Yeah, that's like a million miles away probably. Even on the mini map, it just keeps moving and moving and moving. I'm looking directly at it. I'm seeing something, I think, like way over here, maybe. Is there something in Hogsmeade? There is! The man behind the moons. I forgot about that quest. What is this?
A castle. Must have been quite... Revelio.
Must have been quite 3 cheese ravioli. Oh, I've already infiltrated this place. I remember that. Meh. All right. What? Another vendor?
Revelio.
How far? I keep checking all the vendors thinking that there was one of them that had like a non-consumable that I didn't purchase yet that I forgot about, but
Wonder who lives here.
they never do.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Is that
as
a
well.
pile of poop?
How can I help you?
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today?
Not what you're selling.
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
What is that? It's like a giant pile of poop with a feather in it. Bro, that's gross.
Revelio.
This dude picked up like a pile of cow poop and plopped it on his thing and put a feather in it, and he's trying to sell it to people or something. That's gross, my man. You need to stop doing that. That's some sort of OSHA violation. It has to be. Another hippogriff. Is that a shiny one there? No. Can't I look at my collections and see if I'm missing? Oh yeah, I could probably, and that's probably what I'll end up having to do at some point. I could probably compare everything I have to like some compiled list of everything and be like, okay, and then just Google whatever I'm looking for. But I'd rather just play the game normally. I heard you drop it down the well. There are rocks there. There's no water. I heard it go. Doo-doo. It did it again. You hear it? Fake magic. How dare you? You're not throwing that into any well. You're making those sounds fakely. What is this place? It's goblins.
Oh, this day has gone on too long.
What is this place?
An intruder!
Everywhere I turn, there's goblins. Oh my god. Come here.
Levioso. Depulso. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Instant.
Losing your stride.
Confringo.
Not quite.
Levioso. Glacius. Arresto momentum. Flipendo.
I think he vomited. He's like, "Ah, ah."
You can't stop us.
Glacius. Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise.
Ragnarok demands an update. Have you found it? Report back immediately. Ragnarok suspects there is more to the Feldcroft. Do not return until you have found it.
Revelio.
Bro, is it raining on this table? Bro, this tent is trash. You need to get your tent fixed, my man. I wonder what I got from there. I didn't notice it. Like I didn't like this chest was supposed to give me a cosmetic, but I didn't see what I got. I mean, it's kind of weird. Oh, it must be this. That's new. I didn't ever notice I got this thing. Strange. You had to watch an ad with Brie Larson? Yeah, that stinks. Hold on. Maybe I could... No, never mind. That's something I need to do when I'm, like, doing nothing. It's something I need to remember. Is that I really should just run ads when I'm doing nothing. Like when I'm using the bathroom or... doing various other things. Is I can hit this button and run an ad. And then... like people don't have to watch ads for like 20 minutes or something.
Revelio.
I don't like that it forces people to watch ads. I wish I could just turn ads off completely. My channel's too small. Like I don't need like they're like making less than 1 penny probably by throwing an ad on my channel.
I could fall dead asleep on my feet. I could.
Arresto momentum. Descendo. Repulsor.
Done. I feel like I'm gonna release the cabbages soon. Light!
Let's go. Come on, Highwing.
The cabbages thirst for blood. Ah! Highwing does not have good turning.
Highwing, go!
Good job, Highwing. Let's go back to this cottage. What was this? There's like a little cottage here with green smoke and a blue thing. They probably want a some potion. Oh, there's no one here.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was
Revelio.
before I invented
Normally when I
blue
find a
powder.
place like this, there's someone in here who's like, I need a potion for a problem I have. Unfortunately, landing on this with Highwing does not count. You still have to dismount. That upsets me. I want to use Highwing. Oh, hey, there's one of those thingies.
Faster, Highwing. Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark.
You think?
Knowing a meat he's likely studied here.
Wait, what am I not getting money from? Do I not get money from what? I have tons of monies. More money than I'll ever need, probably. The commercials prevented you. I wish I could turn the commercials off. It's like I don't make any money from them. They don't make any money from them. My channel's far too small. It hurts me more than it helps me. Like on YouTube, you can turn the commercials off completely. But on Twitch, you cannot. But Twitch looks better than YouTube. But then Twitch uses up more data than YouTube. So each side has their strengths and their benefits. It's one of the reasons I do both.
Could it be a murder trial?
Their strengths and their weaknesses, I should say.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
That's way up there behind the rock.
Confringo.
Oops, I'm doing all kinds of random stuff. There's one up here too somewhere. What was it?
Revelio.
There it is.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Yeah, the stream looks a lot blurrier on YouTube side, Sax, unfortunately. But then again, it uses up a lot less data, so
Revelio.
probably why it looks so much more blurry. The compression is really bad. I thought that I didn't pick that up. I knocked it off.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned.
You mean the table I already did?
Revelio.
We're almost to this main quest. This has been a ridiculously long journey. I could have just flown straight to it, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna travel most of the way on land. Even when I was flying, I wasn't flying too far away from where my path was. That way I could fight things and gather secrets and stuff.
Over here.
Hello.
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
I wonder if he's like half goblin or something. His ears seem to be bigger than most people's ears, and his nose is much, much, much bigger. Look how big his nose is. Because we know they do have half people. Like they had Hagrid apparently was half giant or something, because his half brother was just a full-on giant. Hello. How are you?
I see you.
Expelliarmus.
Lovely to see you both.
Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Let's get a stealth kill.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child. But which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually, we may get the right one.
Cool. Sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we looked. Well, if he asks.
It does sound easier. Let's do that.
Someone there? Who's...
Do da do da.
Revelio.
That's enough stealthing.
Revelio.
Actually, oh, you're not allowed to fly. I guess because I'm part of in a quest right now or something. I remember there were enemies over this way. I want to go over this way too and see what we got going on over here. Hello there.
You will regret coming.
Cast Stupefy on an enemy. Hold on, I gotta cast Stupefy on one of you guys.
Protego. Glacius. Arrest the momentum.
Bro, this guy has a lot of health.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso.
Alright, you know what? That's it.
How childish.
Come here. Come over here. Come over here.
Accio.
Stop having so much health.
Levioso.
Goodbye. Maybe you should have thought about having so much damn health, huh?
Levioso.
Put me down at once!
Put you down, sure. Bye. No idea why they thought it was reasonable to have so much health.
Revelio.
The heck is that? My money now. Doesn't look like there's any secrets back here other than that little bag of money. Too much fog. Every time I play the game, I get more and more tempted to install that clearness mod, the mod that clears up the fog. The mod that clears up the fog.
You
Hello.
can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
They're facing the wrong way.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
They're facing the wrong way.
That's our way.
You're supposed to hit me with a crossbow bolt, please. I think he's glitched out. I don't think he's gonna hit me with anything. I think he's just gonna run in circles until he gets killed. He's trying to get back up top because he accidentally walked off because he was supposed to. All right, come here. Come here.
I'll kill you.
I'll fix you. I fixed him. He was supposed to be up here.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Descendo. Levioso.
Oops.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
There we go.
Levioso. Revelio.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the
There he
child.
is.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
I want a demonstration.
We
I think I could take
already
him.
knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any
Hey,
special word you want
that's
me to
cheating.
pass on to your mum?
disarm an enemy Ashwinder executioner as they prepare. Whoa, whoa, whoa! There we go. Whoa! What the hell is going on? You keep that shit up, and I will release the cabbages. You know what? That's it. Screw you. Release the cabbages. You brought this upon yourselves.
Die for that.
You me yourself! Look!
Disarm an Ashwinder executioner. All right.
I'll make you wish you
Do your thing, my man. Do your thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. I heard that you do things sometimes. Would you mind trying to do them?
Stop that right now.
What? Oh, they have to be doing a lightning spell.
Barely felt anything that
There we go. Slow and Ashwinder Executioner when they're releasing their lightning spell. Okay.
well, you'll have to do better than
Hey, don't kill the Executioner. He killed him. I just told you not to kill him, you asshole.
Accio. Descendo.
I've had enough of this.
Actually, let's try this again. Please hit me. Thank you. So both of them are on the Executioner it wants me to do. So I want to see what happens when they do I do the lightning on the Executioner. I just have to kill all the other people in the way, and then I'll be able to do it. I don't see the Executioners very often.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum? Might want to look up.
How nice of you to stop by.
He's at half health now.
Give it back. This is your first duel, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely my first. Do the thing, bro. Do the thing. Slow and Ashwinder Executioner when they're about to release the spell. I did.
Just wait till I come down.
It didn't work.
What else?
All right, I gotta Google it. It doesn't work. Of course, it didn't say after he released it. It said before or about. Slow and Ashwinder Executioner. Nothing shows up when I Google that. It said after? Oh. Why would I want to do that after? What's the point in that? Seems stupid. That's not going to do anything.
Those goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum? Quite conductive, aren't we?
I hate heights. Expulso. I've had enough of this.
I will make
You won't survive this, my young friend.
that all you got? Flash of inspiration.
Okay.
Levioso. Little brat. Confringo.
After. Yeah, it does say after.
You just wait till I come down.
Hardly felt it.
You're no match for me.
Would you leave me alone?
Might want to look up.
Is his wand overloading, I get? I guess he just keeps electrocuting the same area, but like, what value does that have? Like I'm not standing there.
Time to teach someone a lesson.
Another pitiful beast caught in my trap. What are
Crisis. Defender. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Descendo. Depulso. Accio.
Will you hold still?
You look immune to everything
Expelliarmus.
except disarm.
Confringo.
You will pay for your deed.
I don't like the looks of that encounter.
How embarrassing!
All right, let's stop. I want to stop targeting people. Let me stop targeting. Thank you. I just want to look around for stuff.
Good job, thing, aren't you?
All right, you know what? You need to die too.
Stop that!
Expelliarmus.
You've made a great mistake.
Incendio.
You're going to regret that.
There we go.
Expelliarmus. Revelio.
So it just makes it so the lightning stays out for a really long time. It kind of slowed him longer than it normally slows enemies, and I guess if there were other enemies chasing after me, maybe that would have like killed a bunch of them. Cruelty 1. I feel like I've already gotten that exact one before.
Revelio.
I guess those are going to be paintings. That's what I'm thinking. All right. So it actually does want me to go up there. Let's look around over here first. This is where we came from, I believe, because of that. And then we climbed over the wall instead. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else here. Blood red. Oh, blood red. Why did my brain not read that?
Revelio.
I read it as bluttered. I was like, how do you bluttered something? It's like, what is a bluttered fedora? You don't understand me at all? Maybe I'm having a seizure and I think I'm speaking English, but I'm not. I might be like blah 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 blah. Oh, that's interesting. I actually have a bunch of the potions. I haven't been using any of them. As you see, I have a bunch of them. Sometimes I release the cabbages, though.
Perhaps not the best place to be. Revelio.
The cabbages do work, man.
Incendio.
Like in the Deep Space Nine episode where the virus made people not speak correctly, yeah. Oh gosh!
Revelio.
Yeah, that happens. Like you can be like that. All kinds of stuff happens. Like where you could like.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Your brain stops working correctly, and you think it's working correctly. As I know who Voldemort is, or Voldemort, depending on who you are. Like different people don't pronounce the T.
There is. I've seen symbols like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession.
Bro, don't be a stupido.
Revelio.
This is a main quest, so it instantly tells you the solution to any puzzle within 5 seconds. Alright. I wasn't trying to figure out the puzzle.
Revelio.
Looking for treasure. But if I don't cast it, they're just gonna keep pestering. Solve it, they're gonna keep pestering me about it. That was that thing. Yep, it sounds fine to you, but you're not making any sense. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens. The same with writing, where you'll think you're writing normally, like you'll be writing and you'll just be scribbling, just scribbles. You'll be scribbling stuff, and then, but then like other people look at it and it's just scribbles because your brain's not working right.
Revelio.
There's lots of various stuff that can cause that.
Confringo. Not the best place for an unaccompanied student.
See, when I hear that, to me it sounds like he says undercover needs student.
I'd seen Bakar's tower countless times.
But apparently it's saying unaccompanied.
Never suspected it held the secrets it did.
That's the second time I heard him say that, and it really sounds like undercover needs. Very weird.
Revelio.
Goblin tracks.
Goblins?
They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Why is that red? Caddy, here's it's not my fault. It's not your fault. No, leave me alone, man. It's not your fault. Are we going to hell? I don't want to go to hell. Professor, I don't want to go to hell. You go first.
Revelio.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that,
I think something's
it may or may
burrowing
not
through the
be
wall.
located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
Revelio.
I'm gonna touch it. Hold on. You know what's gonna happen when I reach out and touch this? This is what, if I reach out and touch this, this is what'll happen.
He kills the path of perpetual torment. In his ravenous hatred.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Give me a minute. I'll fix this. It's not ready yet. All right, here we go.
Blood he vengeance against the Dark Lords who had wronged him. And those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doomslayer.
Yeah! That's what this is. We're gonna, like, the Doomslayer is gonna come out of this. My thing isn't working very well. It's not tracking my mouth at all.
I'd seen Bakar's tower.
My mouth is wide open and it just stays closed.
Suspected it held the secrets it did.
Ah! Why won't you work? Yeah, it's just glitched out. It won't work. Oh well. Like, look how hard he's keeping his mouth closed, but then it'll open up for a second and then it closes back again. Like, it really wants to keep the mouth closed. What a weird glitch. Wait, now it's working. What happened? Why is it working now when I have the option to load props selected? Wait, hold on. Let's redo it now that it's working now. Hold on.
In the first age, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood. He chose the path of perpetual torment. In his ravenous hatred, he found no peace, and with boiling blood, he scoured the umbral plains, seeking vengeance against the Dark Lords who had wronged him. And those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doomslayer.
Hey, that was good.
I'd seen Bakar's tower countless times. Never suspected it held the secrets it did.
There we go. Yeah, I think I should make a clip of that. All right. Get the thing.
Revelio.
That thing isn't moving, but it's making sounds as if it's moving. Poke.
Revelio.
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
I'm still thinking about the freaking blood red evil thing. That guy's face is jacked up. What the hell? What's wrong with his face? We are in hell.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No.
What, look at his
Things are more
face!
dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was
We died and
wielding
went
a
to
powerful
hell,
magic,
man!
then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did...
What
We shall
is
discuss
wrong with this
later.
game?
Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed.
Look
In
at
the
his
wrong hands,
eyelids. They're
You will
dancing.
simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig
I
must
scared
lead
him
you
white
now.
with the demon thing. Stop it! I fixed him. Dude, I didn't even pay attention to what he was saying. I was distracted by his face. I was fully distracted by his face.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
See you later. Bro, why is it so dark in here? Hold up. Someone turn on the light.
Lumos.
Professor! Stop it!
Lumos.
Professor, it's extraordinarily dark in here.
Revelio.
Man, they got some fancy floors. The spell sounds come out of the controller. I hate that. I prefer my sounds because I wear headphones, so I can't hear things that come out of my controller. That happens with the PS4 controllers on consoles as well. And when you can't turn that off, it's very obnoxious. Look at this fancy floor. Oops, someone's gonna have to clean that up.
Revelio.
Complete the trial's Rookwood trial. Complete Charles's Rookwood's trial. There we go. I couldn't speak. Bro, look at all this stuff. What that? What that? Why is this red now? Because we've entered the demon realm. That's why. This is mine.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What the? Am I supposed to put something on that? I could just levitate it and then climb. But I think it wants me to put it on that.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What the? What the hell? This game's doing all kinds of weird stuff.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh! Wait, that's a chest?
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That's weird.
Revelio.
Pretty sure the game's working as intended, Vepper. Or not. And the game crashed. I spoke a little too soon, apparently. Yeah, Vepper jinxed it. It was definitely Vepper, not me, who jinxed it. Definitely. Mm-hmm. I did not have anywhere near this many slowly back off of room. Yeah, I didn't have any problems like this for the first few streams. It was only after they started fixing the game and updating it that this kind of stuff started happening to me. And every single update, the game gets more and more buggy and runs worse and worse for me. Never once did the game crash on me. This is the third time they've updated it since launch, and now the game has crashed 2 times in one stream. Yeah, that stinks, Sax. Like, it feels like they're releasing experimental updates. They're like, they'll figure it out.
Revelio.
I'm all the way back at the beginning of this stupid thing. At least I know that there's only one chest to get here. So, I just run over here, do the thing. Why is this room here? Oh yeah, I can see it's a chest. Right there.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. I need to reposition that pillar to climb out of here.
Bro, I already understand.
Perhaps the archway is the answer.
Oh my god, bro, I'm not an idiot. I'm curious to why that's there. I'm wondering if one of the ways I enter in changes it. Maybe the reason the game crashed is because I was supposed to be in a certain mode when I advanced.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
See, I could advance right now by floating that. But I don't think it wants me to do the float thing. I think it wants me to climb it.
Revelio.
Alright, hopefully we don't get a crash again. Just run. Alright, dude. We'll switch it to the other type. We'll switch the room type to the other one and try to see if it lets us through. This is a game-breaking bug. If it doesn't let me pass it, like I can't progress the game. This is a main storyline. This isn't a side quest. For the first like 16 to 20 hours of gameplay before they had patched the game, the only bug I ever run into is I got my character stuck once when I was doing that fast movement thing. That was it. And eventually, after fiddling with the controller enough, I got unstuck. Then they started updating it and shit like this happens. This isn't... Come on, man. So let's see, Hogwarts Legacy, second portrait, game crash, second trial maybe actually. The second trial, yeah, that's what it's called. Let's put the second trial in quotation marks. Come on, man. What? I don't think it's like working here. Like, you stupid thing. It's not. So, Google is so bad. Let's try this. Alright, we got a lot of edits. If you have a previous save from before starting the quest, you can load from there. All mine were corrupted, so don't work me out on the others. This is because they abandoned the quest after partially completing it. It won't ever abandon a quest again. That's not what happened to me. I didn't abandon it. There's already a ticket. Control F, crash. 11 hours, I get this crash in the Forbidden Forest. Yeah, this isn't about the game crashing. This is some other bug associated with this quest that's game breaking, apparently. It says, I have a can't progress bug and re-downloading the game doesn't fix it. Abandon a quest midway through Aloha Mara reward quest after receiving the spell. Unlock locks, needs to sell gear. That's not the correct thing. That's it. This says second trial. All right. Well, nothing's coming up when I search stuff, so let's try let's try doing it differently, like, because I was doing it when the room was a certain type. So instead of doing it like this, I'm gonna get this chest here.
Accio.
Chest is flipped upside down. Wait, the chest is still open. It saved this time after the crash. Okay, so instead of using the pillar, like, to get up there,
Wingardium Leviosa.
I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it like this. Oops, I went the wrong way. There we go.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
So now the ground's blue. I'm gonna try to get up there with the ground being blue instead.
Leviosa.
And maybe the game won't crash while it's blue. Also, let me just sit here for a minute. Let the game think about it. Let it just give it time to figure out what's going on, maybe.
Revelio.
As soon as I hit this bridge, something's supposed to happen, I think, and it's crashing the game. Yep. Yeah, this is unplayable. This is a game-breaking bug. This is on PCX, Hamster. I'll put them on the lowest settings possible. Shouldn't have anything to do with my graphics. Just the game is ass. You need to freaking fix it. And by fixing it, what I mean is they need to roll it back to before they ever patched it even one time. Because none of this shit started happening until they started patching it. There have been more problems with the game crashing on the PC since the update. Indeed, yep. Since they started updating it, every single update, the game gets worse and worse. Like, before they updated it, I played like 20 hours and never encountered even a single bug other than me getting kind of stuck in the terrain once, but I got unstuck after a little bit of fiddling. Now, every day something bugs out, and several times a day the game will bug out. And now, after the latest update, now the game is crashing on me constantly. During a main quest, no less, which means it's like uncompletable.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Alright, so the game crashes. Oh, yep. It crashed earlier than last time. I can't find anyone reporting this. I guess it's because it's a bug today. If I would, most people are past this point because I play games slower. There doesn't seem to be a way to unupdate the game, unfortunately. So the game just doesn't work. It's broken. It's 100% unplayable now. Of course, I'm fully exiting the game every single time it crashes. Space Hamster. It's shutting the game down. Like it's forcing the game. The game fully crashes. If anything, the lower settings made it worse. It's whenever it's trying to load in whatever is in that room, it crashes. Look at that, even that took forever to open up. It froze up for a second. Playing on Ultra now. Maybe on Ultra it'll take longer to like load that in. I want to see if I can get further.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Yeah. I got further before it crashed. So what it is there's some sort of asset it's loading in, and when it loads in that asset, it just crashes the game. Because I had it on Ultra, it takes a little more time for it to load in. Is it? You'd have to have a PS5 or a Xbox Series S or X or whatever. Vepper. It's only on the newest consoles. $14 crashing after the last update. Game crashing while loading shaders. That doesn't happen to me. There's people who can't even get into the game without it crashing now after the last update. They need to make updates optional on this game. Dude, there's 223 pages of people complaining about the game crashing. I doubt this is going to make a difference, but just in case.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Revelio.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Yeah, the portrait still isn't loading properly. I think the game just crashed again. Like, we'll lock.
Professor
Okay,
Rookwood,
there we go.
The goblins and dark wizards. Just tell me.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map.
You're watching Castlevania again? Oh yeah, the anime thing? I saw the first few episodes of that a while back.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Just checking something.
Accio. Wingardium
I'm
Leviosa.
gonna do it the way it's meant to be done.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Descendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Can I like shut this off? Possibly? No. Like you're stuck inside of it once you've done it.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I'm almost 100%. It's gonna crash still. Just gonna sit here. Like it's deloaded that this time. Maybe, wait. Maybe it won't crash. Do you see that barrier? It never unloaded that. This is the first time I think it's unloaded it. Please don't. Nope, it still crashed. Yeah, unfortunately the game is just not playable. The developers keep trying to fix it, and the way they tend to fix things, it seems like what they do is that they hired a bunch of monkeys and gave them hammers, and then they said go at it, and that's how they fix things. So I don't know. Doesn't seem to make sense to me. I just like I've never seen a game get progressively worse every fucking patch. Like this is unbelievable. Yeah, it's because they broke one of the assets. If I knew what asset it was, I might be able to go in the save file, I mean the game's files, and fiddle with it or something. But one of the assets of the game is broken. When it tries to load it in, it crashes the game. So, looking at these, a lot of people were complaining about the second trial having a bug with few enemies that would become invisible or something like that. What I'm thinking is they fixed that invisibility bug, and it properly tries to load in the assets, and then it breaks the game because the game knew better than the developers. It was like, no, I'm not loading it in because it'll create fatal errors. And then they forced it to load in, and now the fatal errors just crashed the game. That would be my best guess. Because looking at the vast majority of stuff coming up says there's like bugs regarding the stone soldiers you fight, it says. Like they don't load in, or they don't all some of them don't load in, some of them load in but they're invisible. Like there's bugs associated with them. And that room that I was heading to was a big circular room, which means it was probably a combat room. The problem with backing out of the quest is that when looking into this, I found someone who said that because they backed out of the quest, it permanently broke the game and they weren't able to do any quests anymore. They had to reload to a save file before they had backed out of the quest in order to progress. So backing out of the quest and doing other stuff isn't an option either. I would have to reload to a save file before I ever even started the quest, and I just don't feel like it. That's a lot of progress. Yeah, dude, there's so let me screen share so you can see this ridiculous amount of stuff. Um yeah. Look at this. 24 minutes ago, crash after update. 28 minutes ago, game crash loading shaders. 2 minutes ago, can't run game on Steam Deck. 8 minutes ago, patch notes, crashing, crashing, crashing. 2 minutes ago, people replying to it, talking about their specs, trying to figure out why it's crashing. 13 minutes ago, save load menu glitch, game crashes. 53 minutes ago, crash 5 or 6 times, Jackdaw Tomb dungeon. 56 minutes ago, crashing every time he does something. 52 minutes ago, crash, 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 crash. 36 minutes ago, crashing. 1 hour ago, February 18th game crash issue. There's 223 pages of this, by the way. 41 minutes ago, official patch notes PC. And then people talking about the stuttering and crashing. Black screen, can't get past warning. 29 crashes. Patch makes things awful. All of this was in the past hour so far. I haven't even gotten to hour 2 yet. All the people talking about crashing. Someone got a fix for crashing on start. Uninstall the game, update drivers, restart before installing game again. That could have been it. That actually could be it. The update. It could have been a really terrible update. Give me a second. Sometimes updates uninstall properly and break your game. So, let me try something real fast. I'm going to, before I install the entire game again, which takes a long time, I'm going to verify game integrity, which takes a long time too. But it takes a hell of a lot longer than downloading and installing 1,000 billion trillion 116 zillion gigabyte game. Yeah, someone said that didn't work for them, but that doesn't mean that's not the issue. Because for me, I can tell what's happening based on the crash. That I guarantee it's trying to load in an asset, and then there's, for whatever reason, it's crashing when it tries to load in that asset. Now, the reason I know that is because when I put the game settings on, when they were on high, how close I could get to that bridge when it would crash. Then we put it on low, and I would crash way further away from that bridge. And when I put it on ultra, I could actually make it onto the bridge before it crashes. Meaning it's because the settings of the game are higher, it's taking longer to load in the asset. That's what my best guess of what's happening is. So it tries to load in that asset, and whatever asset is broken conflicts with something and then causes the game to crash. So one possibility is that the update like scrambled things wrong. I've had that happen with other games where when you update the game, it downloads some files, then it puts those files in certain folders. But sometimes it screws up and it just doesn't do it right. And I remember having that issue a long time ago with a game. I can't remember what it was. So First, I'm going to verify the game's integrity. And if that doesn't come up with any weird things, I'm just going to do a fresh install of the game and see if that helps. It'd be nice if I could choose the version to install and just install the original version of the game. Yeah, that's a pretty rare thing to happen, Sax, but yeah, it's happened to me too. Basically, the update just didn't apply itself. Like they didn't pack it correctly or something weird like that. And so when they update, it just didn't apply itself correctly to the game files. But if you do a fresh install, it actually does it correctly. I've had that happen, and when that person mentioned that that worked for them, it reminded me of the time that happened. 3 files failed to validate and will be replaced. Let's see. Yeah, that's not something you should ever see when you check for a game's integrity. Unless you're altering the game's files, like you're fiddling around in the files yourself and installing mods and stuff like that, you should never see files to fail to validate. Just trying to re-download those files right now. Holy shit. Guess how much is downloading? 34 gigabytes. So what it means by 3 files, I think it means like 3 batch files that, like, when you unpack it, it has a ton of the game's assets in it or something. Because 3 files should not be 34 gigabytes. That's unless it's one of those like compressed batch files that has a ton of assets in it. So obviously this is going to take a little bit. Not take as long as re-downloading the entire game, but, you know. It's 1/3 of the way done. If this works, then after the stream, I'll have to make a post about what was happening and how I fixed it. Yeah, it could just be that one of the reasons why each patch makes the game run worse is that they're really bad at, like, I don't know what it's called, but like compiling the patch and making it apply in a way that's good. My patch took 2 hours and it patched and verified, funnily enough, 34 gigabytes. So you had the same problem? Or you didn't have the same problem. It's just, so what's happening then, I think, is it's re-downloading the same patch. So the most recent patch you said was 34 gigabytes. So it's re-downloading the same patch then. I think before I even launch the game, I'm going to verify the files again and see if it says that everything's fine. Oh, your patch says 30 megabytes, 300, but it patched in 34. Ah. Yeah, that's because the way the game works, like there's different some games when you update something in the game, everything, instead of them like having like a folder where it's like here's the update folder where we apply stuff, instead it alters a large file, like I don't know what it's called, but there's like these files. I'm saying batch because that's just the thing, the word that makes sense, but there's these large files sometimes that are compressed in a weird way that has tons and tons of information about the game. Like normally they're like big asset folders or big music folders and things like that, but they're just compressed in a way where they're not a folder, they're just one file. So what happens is, because the game is designed that way, when they want to make a change to one of those assets in that file, they can't just change it in the folder because there's no folder there. There's like a big file, a big batch file that's compressed in a weird way. So you have to re-download the whole thing or reapply the whole thing. So it'll I can't remember. It'll say something sometimes. It'll say like uncompressing or something weird like that too, because like sometimes when you download the file, I know with PlayStation specifically, all the downloads for PlayStation 4, you download like a very compressed version of the files for the updates, and then it would like uncompress it, and it would take longer to uncompress it than it would to download. It was so stupid. So I don't know what's happening. It's not saying any of that for me. For me, it just says it's patching the game right now. Now it's verifying it. That's good. I was going to tell it to verify it again, but it's verifying it automatically. Four minutes left in the verification process. Oh boy. Well, if you still have tons of side stuff you can do side stuff. The problem is, for me, I've actually done almost all the side quests. There's only like I think 2 or 3 side quests left for me to do that are on my quest list. And then there's like 4 others that aren't on my quest list, so I have maybe a total of 7 side quests that I haven't done. And other than that, I would just be running around doing Merlin trials. But yeah, the assets were definitely screwed up. That explains why. You guys weren't there for it, but my game was like, I can pull up a previous stream real quick and show you. Let me pull up a previous stream and show you how my game was. One of the assets inside of the feeder, specifically the feeder thing, when I would go to feed the automatic thing that would feed the animals, that asset was screwed up, and whenever I looked directly at it, the game would just freak out. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, it should be this file, this one. Oh yeah, this is where I was restarting the game over and over again. Yep, here it goes. Look at this. Yeah, I thought it was the puddle that was doing this, but it's not the puddle. If right here at the top of my screen, the feeder's supposed to be there. See, notice that the feeder was in view when I got closer. I'm looking away from the feeder and everything looks normal. It's not the water. I thought it was the water. But when I turn back towards the feeder and I look at it from a distance, when I'm not zoomed in, like, see, it'll start doing it in just a second here when I zoom back out. There it is. I thought it was the water, but really it's the feeder that's supposed to be right here that's popping in and out of existence and creating this. As you can see, these are the texture colors of the automatic feeder. So that's at least one asset that was screwed up. But that one wasn't crashing the game. So I just uninstalled the feeders and then I didn't have to worry about dealing with that anymore. All right, 50 seconds left of verification process. Hopefully everything works out. Yeah, because when I was looking up online trying to see what kind of glitch that was. Yeah, the portrait assets were glitched too. Yep. Because his face wasn't loading in properly. So, yeah, it was one of the asset batch files that was corrupted. Wait a second. It's downloading again. I think I think the verification failed and it's downloading again. If it does this one more time, I'm just going to uninstall the game and do a fresh install. Wait, it's not downloading it. It's just skipped straight to installing it a second time. I guess because it has the files already like download sitting in like a thing, so it's like, oh, just reapply the same file. But it's doing it in a weird way. Like it's not really working very well. Like it installed 15% and then it stopped. See this? Like it did this and then it just stopped and now it's stuck at 15%. Just sitting here now. Nothing's happening. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. I'm gonna turn off the face thing. Maybe it canceled the download installation thing because the face thing is working right now. Normally I have that turned off. It's not supposed to do that, but just in case. Not working. I paused the download and read and hold it. Okay. When I paused it and then unpaused it, suddenly it updated to 53%. Whew, boy. This is one messed up game. Yeah, but it stopped. Like, it's not... Time remaining is just keeps going up. It's at 12 minutes, 14 minutes. It just counts up on time remaining now. Alright. Just shutting down Steam at this point. Because it's not fucking downloading anything. Like, yeah, this game is omega fucked. Update paused. Well, at least it's making progress instead of sitting there doing nothing. Or is it? Yeah, at this point it would have taken less time to just uninstall and reinstall the entire game. I'm done with this. Just uninstall the whole fucking game. Yes. It'll take way less fucking time to just do a completely fresh install at this point. This is going to take 23 minutes. 21 minutes. Counting down faster and faster. See. Basically, it's probably going to take around 20 minutes, is my guess. Basically done for the day, but I'm going to sit here at this computer until this is done anyway, so might as well just hang out. And I want to see if the game crashes when I do that part after a fresh install. Basically, they don't know how to update video games, is my guess, and they really are screwing up their games whenever they try to update it. And it might be better just to do a completely full fresh install every time they update their game. I don't know. Maybe they'll figure it out and they'll start doing it right at some point, but holy hell. I've never had this much trouble with an update. This is ridiculous. A full install takes hours for you. Yeah, that sucks, man. Well, it's going to take longer than, like, it says it's taking 15 minutes to finish downloading, but that's not like the actual install time. That's just the download time. Stinky, stinky. Oh, so stinky. But yeah, I'm going to stay around here because I'm going to be sitting at my computer anyway, so I'm not going to bother ending my stream right now. I'll just stay around here till this update finishes. Then I'm going to try to see if it crashes. I'm going to try to see if the game crashes when I go into that room. I might reload to an earlier save file first and see if that painting has a face. If the painting doesn't have a face, then I suspect it'll probably still be crashing. How much free disk space do I have? Enough. Well, that's 1/5 of the way done. You have a puppy I can play with, though, so it's not all bad. I adopted her 3 months ago. That's awesome, man. Yeah, pets are calming. Get frustrated or something like that, you could just pet your cat or your dog and they help you chill out. I don't know if this time remaining thing is correct. It started out around 20 minutes when it was at 0% downloaded. And now it's at 29% downloaded, and now it's saying there's 10 minutes left. I guess I'm downloading a lot faster than I was. It doesn't look like I'm downloading faster, but maybe I am. That's cool, Space Hamster. Yeah, I haven't. When my kitty cat died, I didn't get any new pets. Been a, I don't know how long now. Like 8 years, maybe 7, 6, somewhere between 5 and 8 years, probably. Just reporting the time wrong. Ooh, that's weird. What happened? The download dropped for like 5 seconds, but it's back. How long did I stream Skyrim? I don't even know. Vepper could tell you because that's when he joined my channel. When I streamed Skyrim a long time ago. That was back before YouTube started throttling my channel. That was back when I was still growing rather than slowly shrinking because no new people weren't coming in anymore. That's super cool, Space Hamster. My kitty adopted me. I had no choice in the matter. Yeah. I remember when you were talking about it, Vepper. The big head one. The one that goes after the spy birds. Hmm. Let's see what this is. What the heck? There's all kinds of spam. My mailbox is accepting spam for some reason. Normally that doesn't happen. A bunch of spam got through the filter for some reason today. I'll be right back. I think my flashlight was supposed to arrive today. It should be outside. I needed a new flashlight. Let me go check for it. I needed a flashlight to help me. Ooh, this is cold. It actually started to cool off. It's been so hot. It's been in like 70 and 80 degrees. Yeah, it was like 80 degrees for the past few days, but now it's 46 degrees at night. And the package is cold. Feels nice. So I'll tell you guys if this is good or not. But I needed something to help me see underneath my desk when I'm fiddling with my computer and whatnot without having to unplug it and pull it into the light, because my other flashlight isn't working anymore. And I was like, you know what? Instead of getting a flashlight, I'm gonna get one of those headlamp things. And I got this fancy headlight lamp thing. I'll tell you how good it works. Maybe you might get it. Oh crap. That's bright. That's a lot brighter than I thought it would be. Holy crap. Let me turn on the motion sensor thing. It has like this motion sensor thing apparently too. And this was cheap. It was $8. Bro, this is good. Yeah, this is gonna be perfect for like going under my desk and fixing the computer. Let me show you what it looks like. Yeah, this is awesome. It's a rechargeable. That's important to me. Because I don't want to keep buying batteries. I hate that. By the time you freaking finish buying something, like paying for all those damn batteries, it's like $1 billion. And maybe so far, my first impressions is that this thing is pretty awesome. All right. All right, let me show you what it looks like. So far it works as advertised. Now I don't know about how long it's going to work. Like, you know, how long before I have to recharge it and all that other stuff. I'll find out. Let me pull up a YouTube video maybe. Maybe that'll make things easier. So this was $8. Yeah, here's a video of someone using it. Fun. This is what it looks like. So it has a side light here, and then this strip apparently is a bunch of LEDs. Those are bright as hell. I never even turned on the side light, but you can turn on the side light too. See if I can get to a part where he turns it on. Yes, that's the power button, and that's the motion button. Yeah, there he goes. But it's bright. Like, it's way brighter than it looks in this. So you can get this side light turned on. I think there's a way you're supposed to be able to turn them both on. But that strip is what yeah, that strip is bright as hell, dude. Like, that's probably, like you like putting your head underneath a car, Vepper? That might be good for you right there. That little strip. It lit up everything underneath my desk. It's only $8 on Amazon right now. Oh yeah, there's the motion sensing I was talking about. Look at this. Watch. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I just tested that out and it worked just like advertised. The motion sensing thing is great. Oh, I guess you can set it up so it turns on the side light instead. But I believe there's a way to turn both the side light and the front light on too. Do not sweat on this stretchy stuff. What do you mean, like the fabric or the front bit? Because there's like this elasticy bit here, and there's like sort of like a grippy. Yeah, see this? Let me go back a few frames. There's this weird grippy bit that you put on your forehead here that's also like rubbery too. And then there's this elastic stuff back. It was only $8. It's a rechargeable flashlight. I'm gonna plug it in. It has charge right now, but I still. Oh, it's a USB Type C charging. Interesting. Doesn't come with something to plug it into though. You got to use your own cell phone thing, I guess. I'm gonna fully charge it and see how long it lasts. That bit can be better. There's like a rubber flap over the charging port, but it doesn't have like an insert thing that you push into the thing. It only just lays over top of it. It's charging. I assume it has a red light now for the battery indicator. I'm assuming that's going to change color when it's fully charged. But yeah, this is pretty neat so far. That's the side light. Do the front light. Yeah, there you go. That thing was lit up everything. That front light lit up everything. I guess the side light is for like further reaching. But yeah, there you go. Like everything was a light. Like see, even on the corner, like way over here, you can still see like the light over there. I like that because it's like, you know, I don't know what degrees that is. Like what, 30 degrees of light or something. The side light I don't like as much. I'll probably never need that. Oh, I think he's saying the side light hits his glasses. It looks like that's what he's trying to explain right now. Yeah, there you go. He's showing the same thing I showed. Like that's the charge port. Look, it's a flap. See that when he pulls it up, it's just a flap. It doesn't actually go into the he's probably complaining about the exact same thing I said. That would be nice if it had that. But yeah, I guess all those little dots there are LEDs. So it's a little strip of LEDs that lights up. LEDs use almost no power, so this probably has a really long battery life unless it's a really, really, really weak rechargeable battery. And it probably is a really, really weak rechargeable battery because this is where the battery is. And that's pretty small. But they're still LEDs, and LEDs last forever, so we'll see. We shall see. Game should be about finished by now, or fully finished, hopefully. It claims it's done. Claims it is done. Let's launch the game and see what happens. Oh, what is it called, by the way? If you Google headlamp rechargeable motion sensor that comes up with it. Not even sensor, I think, just motion. I googled this and it came up with the result I was looking for. I don't know if it has a brand name. Like, let me look at the box. It doesn't look like it has a brand name. That's probably why it's $8. It's probably some Chinese thing that doesn't even have a brand name at all. There's all perspective induction lamp headlamp. USB rechargeable sensor. Because there was on Amazon, there was tons of these being sold. Like there was like 20 different sellers selling these, but one of the sellers was selling it for $8. Some sellers were selling it for $20, but I got the one that was selling it for $8. I don't regret it. This seems perfectly fine. Yeah, it is made in China. It says right there, made in China. There were different colors too, but I didn't. The one that was $8 only had 2 colors, and I went with the one that was just one black. But there was also like more expensive versions that had like I think they were just the seller. I think they were just different sellers. So I'm gonna load up before I came into the trial. Because I want to see the face of the painting first.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be
Revelio.
the store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before
He has a
do.
face.
Where is that portrait?
He has a face.
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood,
that's one good
the
thing.
goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of... Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to...
Very well.
I don't need to have the game on Ultra anymore. The game runs really good on Ultra inside here, but sometimes outside it does not run so well. So I'm putting it back on my normal settings, which is high, everything turned off here. I don't think anything else changes. Like I don't think motion sensing turns itself on when you do that. Yeah, I hate motion blur. I mean, not motion sensing, but motion blur. Yeah, that's a great sign that the painting had a face.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
And the game looks better, by the way. Like, even with the settings turned down, the game looks better. It, like, looks less blurry and whatnot than it was looking earlier. When I, because remember how I was commenting how the game kind of looked a little blurrier than normal, and I thought it was maybe a setting I changed or something. Yeah, this surface is more reflective. This surface is more reflective than it is. The first time I came in here, it was not this shiny and reflective. So whatever this reflection effect was happening is it's working, and it wasn't working previously. There was reflections, but there wasn't this many. It wasn't this bright and like, yeah, everything is reflecting more than it was. It's gonna be hard for you guys to see it, but like this like gold foil looking stuff, when I move around, the way it shifts, that wasn't happening as much. And because, you know, it's a stream, you guys won't be able to make out the details. Of when there's a subtle change.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You found it for $7.59? Yeah, if you need a headlamp thing, try it out, Vepper. So far, first impressions is it's good. The only thing I need to know is if the battery life is good. So if you want to wait until I test the battery life.
Reposition that pillar to climb out of here. Perhaps the arch is the answer.
Back of your cloak is also iridescent. That actually was always like that. Even when I turned the settings on low, it still did that, just not as much. Alright, here we go. On. It fixed it. It fixed it. I couldn't get to this point before without it being on ultra, and I was rushing to get to this. Yeah, that fixed it. The game works. That's awesome. That also means that the weird texture issue I was having where everything was warping around when I was in the inside my animal den is fixed too, probably. Like, can I go to a much older save? Here, 50 hours. This is 2 hours ago. Well, 2 hours from the save I just loaded, I should say.
What went on here, I wonder?
Alright, let's teleport to... Okay, let's go to an older save. I can't even open up my map right now. 50, 49 hours, 48 hours. Yeah. They're bad at applying patches. I don't remember that wave effect when I did that. Today, at least. Yeah, they're really bad at applying patches. That's what happened. It just... That's probably why the game is less and less stable every time they patch the game. So I had to... Yeah, look, it's fixed. It's not doing that weird thing. Let me show you, just in case you guys weren't watching. Let me show you what happened when I used to look at the feeder. This is what used to happen when I would look at the feeder. That. Whenever I would try to look at the feeder, this would happen. So I thought it was the water, but it was the feeder, and I had to delete it. But notice that the feeder is right up there on the screen. And there was a... This is me trying to Google the problem. This is me restarting when it first started to happen. Yeah, look at that. This is what happens whenever the feeder, because the feeder's right here. It's supposed to be right there. Yeah, you can see it. Like, there's the side bit, and you can't see the bins, but the side bit is there. I was like, what the hell is that? So I reloaded the game. But it did not fix it. See, it loaded in this time. It's there. But as soon as the lids loaded in, there, look what happened. So yeah, that whole texture file was screwed up. Not just the bin. What I mean is, like, some games put texture files in big batch files that are compressed in a weird way. And what happened was they updated some of that stuff, and when you re-downloaded it, it did not install it properly. It did not it basically, what happened was you downloaded the stuff, and then it undid the batch, put the things in there, and then recreated the batch file, and it did it in a way that was wrong, and it created all these corrupted textures. That's why the guy's face was missing in the painting. That's why I was crashing when I tried to walk across the bridge. And that's why a lot of things were going wrong. There were probably more than I noticed. I only noticed a handful of things, but there were probably dozens more things that I didn't notice that were happening. Because it could be anything. Like, the eyes on this Niffler's eyes might have been messed up, and they might have been like pure black or something. There's no telling. But that's awesome. Let me load the manual save again. And I want the game to do an auto save from this manual save. That way when I click continue tomorrow, I know it's gonna for sure do the thing. I'm just waiting for this.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty.
Ah, screw it. I'll just remember to load myself manually. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you very much. I'm glad it's fixed. I'm glad that... because I was just going to give the game a break for like a week or two and maybe see if they patch the game to a point where it would work. But apparently they're just really bad at patching games. Yeah, so I'll let you know. Unless you were like, it's only $8, so you're going to buy it anyways. I'll let you know how it works, Vepper. I plan on trying to leave it on tonight. Like, I'm just gonna leave it on and see how many hours it stays on its own. That's my plan. And then I'm gonna fully charge it again, and then just use it very rarely and see how it just loses charge when you're not using it. It's probably fine. For $8, I feel like even if it doesn't last for more than an hour, that's fine enough for me. The only thing I would be worried about is long term is that the battery just stops working entirely after only like a few months. That would suck. But it's only $8. That's really cheap, man. That's like, this is an extraordinarily cheap flashlight for a rechargeable flashlight that has a bunch of weird LEDs and a headband. Like it has like, how many LEDs is it? It has to be like 20 plus LEDs in it because it's a strip of LED lights. With that and the rubber and the they have to barely be making any money for that. Well, it's from China. They often use slavery to make their stuff, right? So it might have only cost them 5 cents or less to make that shit, right? Who knows? They got their slaves mining out the materials to make it, and their slaves assembling it, and the 90% of their production cost is probably shipping it to America. But yeah, $8 is super cheap. If we want a really, really cheap LED headlamp, this one seems to be working. Anyways. Just like the game seems to be working now. I'm going to go ahead and make a post right now. Discussion. Start new discussion. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not signed in. Let me do it from Steam. That way I don't have to sign in. Hogwarts Legacy. Community Hub. Discussions. Start new discussion. Here we go. Game crashes. And texture bugs. From last update. I figured out a fix. Okay. I'm just, because I'm not leaving my computer, I'm just not logging off. I'm not ending the stream. I'm just going to finish typing this out and then I'm going to finish. I'm actually going for sure. Okay, so game crashes and texture bugs from last update. I'm all capsing game crashes and texture bugs and things like that. After the last update. I've experienced severe game-breaking progress. Stopping game crashes. Also, some textures were missing or would load in a way that created severe flashing, artifacting all over the screen. Just trying to give a description of what was happening to me. That way, if someone's looking for what's wrong, hopefully they'll read the post and be like, okay, that's exactly what I'm experiencing. So then beneath it, I'll explain what I did to fix it. It seems the problem was a poorly installed, applied, let me say poorly applied update. I checked the game integrity and it found 3 bad files. I can't remember what it called the files. The game's file integrity. There we go. When trying to fix it that way, it kept installing it wrong and it kept finding the same bad files. So I uninstalled and did a fresh Install, and it works like a charm now. All textures that were missing are there now, and the game breaking, crashing main quest has stopped. Good luck. Hope this helps. Post. Topic is awaiting analysis from our automated content checking system, and it will temporarily be hidden until it's verified. Yep, that's typical. Anyways, I posted the thing. Now people can see it. Hopefully it helps them. Man, that was very annoying, but we fixed it. So have a nice one, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'm guessing tomorrow will go a lot smoother. If they update the game before I start streaming it, I'm probably just going to uninstall it and reinstall it. I'm not even going to take the chance. It only takes me like a half an hour or so to install the game, so it won't be that big a deal if I just uninstall it and reinstall it. Anyways, thanks for coming, everyone. I hope to see you guys the next time I stream. Bye.